magical, can't stop the unstoppable. No question who's blessing these bars, expectantly repping my squad. When I get angry, we get even, you'll get dead if you step to the yard. Wake up, wake up! No more time for caution. Get up, get up! And failure's not an option.
Points grow ever more valuable on the toughest monster truck tour as the tour heads for its conclusion with only a few events remaining. We've got 3 top monster trucks all battling tooth and nail for the season championship. Snakebite leading the way with Quad Chaos just behind him, and Bigfoot not too far behind in third. All of the monster trucks still in the battle for the championship. So let's meet the field of trucks doing battle tonight. First up, it's Basher with Kevin Lewis behind the wheel. Quad Chaos driven by Aaron Kane. Heavy Hitter driven by DERICK ANSON. Larry Swim in Bigfoot. Dirt Cruise driven by Gerald Beck. And our points leader, Snakebite, driven by VINNY VENOM.
Saginaw, are you ready?
Kevin Lewis in Basher, setting the tone early for the event in introduction, launching the truck vertical and over on its lid. That may be the tone for the night as Gerald Beck in the Dirt Cruise Monster Dump Truck starts off our wheelie competition. 2 hits and a possible 20 points on the line. Gerald Beck starts it off with a score of 16. Out next, it's our overall points leader, Snakebite, driven by VINNY VENOM. As you see, Snakebite looking a little rough from prior competition in Saginaw. Obviously, putting the truck on edge and over the limit. And right there, balancing the line with a great walking wheelie. The score again is going to be a 16, so he's tied with Dirt Crew right now. Out next, it's Heavy Hitter with DERICK ANSON behind the wheel. The former boxer moved to monster trucks. He's the Nux in monster trucks, and he sets it off with a couple good wheelies. Will it pay off? No, 1 point short, so Snakebite and Dirt continue to be tied at the top of the heap. As our fourth truck comes out, Larry Swim in Bigfoot. He is third in the point standing. Swim needs to make up valuable points this weekend in Saginaw to remain in the championship hunt, and that is a perfect way to do it. With a beautiful wheelie, walking it straight down the backside of the obstacle, just perfectly. But only a 15, you've got to pair 2 great wheelie. You can't just have 1 wheelie and win on the toughest monster truck tour. Out now, it's Big Air, Aaron Kane in Quad Chaos, second in points, and nipping at the tail of Snakebite. Incredible! Quad Chaos standing it straight up vertical and stalling it on the wheelie bar. Simply and riding along, looking straight at the ceiling of the Dow Events Center. And he'll be rewarded with the lead in the wheelie competition of 17. 1 truck remaining, it's Basher. We saw it earlier, launching it towards the scoreboard in introductions and rolling it over. He's trashing the truck early. He's not afraid of it. A nice wheelie to start the body, flopping all over the place. That square body Chevy looking a little ragged right now. A couple of nice wheelies out of Basher. And the score is only going to be a 15, 3 points separating the entire field. But the win in the wheelie competition goes to the madman, Quad Chaos Aaron Kane. So the action never stops on the toughest monster truck tour as we move into racing round number 1. Here we see Basher Kevin Lewis running up and hitting the brakes at the top of the obstacle. He's trying to round off the obstacle so he doesn't get as much air. That could be an advantage. Yes! Brilliant driving for Kevin Lewis, staying low, setting up the obstacle. Right now on the line, our second pair, Quad Chaos and Snakebite. Number 1 and 2 in the points. Huge points implications in this race. Oh, it's that close and that is hard to call. Looking at it in slow-mo and waiting on our officials, I'd hate to call it. The win goes to Snakebite. There you see it. So Snakebite is going to gain points in racing tonight. Riding along with DERICK ANSON in heavy hitter, he faces off with Bigfoot. Another close one, but Bigfoot, Larry Swim will move to the semi-final round. Heading into semi-final round action. First up, it's Kevin Lewis and Basher versus Snakebite with VINNY VENOM behind the wheel. And now all of a sudden you see both drivers trying to round off the face of that obstacle so they don't get so much air. Is it going to pay off? Wow, Snakebite high, Basher low. Who got there first? Snakebite takes the victory despite all that time in the air. And back from the dead, it's Quad Chaos Aaron Kane. He gets another shot. This may not be damaging. If he can take the victory here, he will limit the points lost to VINNY VENOM and Snakebite as he faces off against Bigfoot. Another close race on this gnarly straight line drags track. By inches, Bigfoot takes the victory, putting another dagger in the heart of Aaron Kane. BMX crew with high flying, with extreme action, tricks almost unimaginable, and huge air. But I can guarantee you, it's going to be just as wild in the racing finals, as the old rivalry is renewed with Bigfoot versus Snakebite, the bitterest of rivals from 25 years back. It's all coming to a head right here as they stage up the championship. Both battling for well-needed points in the overall season championship. Who's gonna take it? Wow, you could see the power as they left the starting line. Both trucks throttle down, just giving it everything a truck's got. So close, waiting on the officials. The rivals staring each other down, waiting for the call. And there you see it, snakebite Vinny Venom by a bang takes the racing championship and gains more points in the season championship over number 2 and number 3 Quad Chaos and Bigfoot. It's been a wild night in Saginaw, and shots have been fired. Can the competition respond as we've got one event remaining? It's freestyle. And kicking it off is Gerald Beck in Dirt Crew. In that monster dump truck, the original monster dump truck, a radical design and a top performer every time out on the track. Beck lives and breathes dump trucks as he's got an entire fleet of dump trucks operating across the nation, even in Canada. He's got some of the biggest dump trucks in the world, all of them providing inspiration for his Dirt Crew monster dump truck. Big air for Dirt Crew, really carrying a good performance in the Dow Events Center, but the toughest Monster Truck Tour freestyle scoring is made up of 4 components: use of clock, momentum, use of track, and wow factor. Each component worth 10 points for a maximum score of 40 points. And moments like that are what get you a high score in the wow factor. But it takes a lot on the toughest Monster Truck Tour to wow the judges. You've got professional judges on tour, and they are hard to please. That's the end with Jerry Beck taking a look back. Big air over and over in the Dirt Crew. A great way to start off our freestyle competition. And he'll score a 26 with a 10 in clock, 7 in momentum, 6 in trackies, and 3 in wow factor. He sets the tone for freestyle as our number 1 season points leader is on the track, snakebite Vinny Venom. He took racing and he'd like to finish out strong with a freestyle championship to become the event champion in Saginaw. Wow! Great wheel stand on the double stack racing lanes. Snakebite carrying good momentum. He really needs some more wow factor, but definitely using the track well, hitting all of the different angles on the obstacle. Oh, that's going to hurt that momentum as he has to stop and back the truck up. He got himself into a pinch, which is exactly what you never want to do. You've got to know where you are in these tricky little arenas and keep the momentum heading forward. Venom trying to make up for having to reverse the truck with some great hits on the double stack, cross threading as well, and moving back for more big air. But it's going to be tough. Huge wheel stand early on in the run and finishing the run with that huge leap towards the scoreboard. The score is going to vault him into the lead with a 28. He's setting the tone right now, but we've got a lot of tough monster trucks to go as we get in cab with Derrick Anson in heavy hitter as he gets ready for his freestyle performance. Testing the safety device, the RII remote ignition interrupter. Anson's tested, he's ready to go, and he's hitting the track. Anson, a former bare-knuckle boxer and hamburger-eating champion in Louisville, he brings an all-out assault to the toughest monster truck tour. He's always looking to knock out the competition. As you see, heavy hitter looking a little ragged from earlier competition in Saginaw where he rolled the truck over. That just gives him a better view as you see the body start to flop around. Anson going for a donut. Oh, no. That was close. Going for a donut, but the tacky dirt in Saginaw grabbed the truck in high side. Great heads-up driving from the kid out of Kentucky. But it caused him to have to stop and back the truck up, ruining the momentum that he had been carrying throughout the run. Trying to make up for it with some cross-threading, something we haven't seen too much of so far. Oh yeah, a nice pogo off of the double-stack race lane. Heavy hitter looking good as he'll match Snakebite's score of 28. He's happy. He's on top right now, though he's tied. With 3 trucks to go, it's number 3 in the points. Bigfoot with Larry Swim behind the wheel. Swim needs to come up big in freestyle. He needs to gain points on the top 2 competitors. He's 33 points behind Snakebite in the lead and 27 points behind Quad Chaos going into this round of action. Consecutive titles on the toughest monster truck tour, Dan Runte retired, making Larry Swim the #1 driver on the Bigfoot team, and he's got some big shoes to fill. He's been doing a great job this year, but the competition on the toughest monster truck tour has been more intense than ever, and Larry Swim needs those valuable points. Great momentum in his freestyle performance. Though perhaps not the wow factor that he's really going to need to elevate himself to the top of the leaderboard. That looks to be all for Swim. Some great action, but a lot of what we've probably seen out of some of the other competitors without that real wow factor. He had great momentum, and a 26 would probably fairly reflect that. A 10, an 8, a 5, and a 3. It's not going to be enough tonight, and he's going to lose more points to Snakebite. But right now, it's the #1 contender for the championship. Quad Chaos Big Air Aaron Kane announcing his presence, heading straight towards the scoreboard. Chaos doing amazing things all season long on the toughest monster truck tour with huge air assaults like that every weekend out, and the truck just absorbs it. Aaron Kane worked on the truck, kept it up and running top notch, and you can tell the work he's put into it because it is just amazing what this truck can absorb and what he can do with this equipment. Oh my goodness! Huge air. He has to stop and back up, but that may be forgivable given the magnitude of what he just did on the floor of the Dow Events Center. Kane with an incredible run. Venom may be shaking in his skin with the snakebite truck as Quad Chaos has just burned it down in Saginaw, the world's largest ATV. An amazing performance with huge air all over the place. Waiting on the scores, it's a 33. We have a new leader. Quad Chaos vaults to the lead in freestyle, and also with that gains valuable point on snakebite in the season championship. And we've got one truck remaining in freestyle, and he's already casting body parts everywhere. It's Basher with Kevin Lewis. We've seen him take freestyle victories on the toughest monster truck tour this season. He needs to really elevate his game tonight if he's going to knock off Aaron Kane in Quad Chaos. Already, Basher not showing the momentum that we've seen out of the last few trucks. He's really going to have to elevate his momentum and bring us some wow factor. We just watched one of the most amazing runs on the entire tour from Aaron Kane in Quad Chaos. He's got a tough act to follow. And he's trying to elevate it with huge air off of the Jackrabbit. But negating that momentum and that wow factor, he has to stop and back up as he gets pinched in the corner and then goes all the way down to the end of the track without hitting anything other than Bigfoot. Tiptoeing through the pit area, he hits Bigfoot, further slowing down his momentum. Body parts flying. It really was actually a very good run out of Basher, but on the toughest monster truck tour, I don't think it's going to get it done tonight. As Lewis salutes the crowd, the scores come in. It's a 27, very respectable, but it's not enough tonight in Saginaw as Aaron Kane, with his big air assault in Quad Chaos, takes the freestyle victory. But snakebite, VINNY VENOM takes the event championship and gains 1 point on Aaron Kane in Quad Chaos. As the season points are winding down, VINNY VENOM has 813 points with Aaron Kane 7 points behind with 806, and Bigfoot Larry Swim still in it, but he needs to make up points soon. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on ActionTracks.